Xbox is still building their own first party console. All right, so now that the dust is settled, I mean, there's no more questions anymore. Halo, one of the biggest Xbox franchises ever, really is for a lot of people why they fell in love with Xbox originally when it did launch for the OG Xbox, is now moving over to PlayStation. Now, this it wasn't really news for anybody who has been following the industry. I mean, I look back on my channel. Back in 2017, I made a video as to where Xbox was going and the fact that we may see all of their games landing on PlayStation when they were battling over cross-platform play, trying to get PlayStation to agree with them to allow PlayStation gamers to play with Xbox gamers. And I actually at that point thought it was a smart strategy back then. So we're at this point in 2025, all of these years later, and you see a lot of people who are still banging the same drum, thinking the gaming industry has not changed and wanting the industry to continue down a path where, if it did continue down the same path, honestly, it would be a path of destruction, which we've seen over the last number of years with the rising development costs, less players playing new games, and layoffs, closures, cancellations across the board, across the entire industry. Halo landing on PlayStation realistically was inevitable with the way that, one, the Xbox consoles were selling, and two, if you look at the amount of money that they are going to be able to bring in now with the development costs it takes to create these games, it's a win absolutely for publishers who are putting games in more places. And the other side of things are they have so many games that are coming out. To continue to support developing all of these games, you're going to have to make more money off of them. Locking it away to a single console or a single platform isn't going to cut it, especially as the gaming industry is growing, getting bigger and bigger as well within Microsoft itself. So this is not so shocking news when Halo was announced for the PlayStation 5. We also had rumors and leaks for this weeks in advance. But the question this always brings up is the future of the Xbox hardware. Right now, every time there's negative Xbox news, it's Xbox is done in hardware and Xbox is dead, even though they've come out multiple times over the last number of weeks and confirmed that they are still building consoles and giving us a glimpse as to kind of what they are building, which is going to be a more premium device, more expensive device curated for the hardcore fan base that really wants to still pick up a first party Xbox console. But then we're also hearing hints here that OEMs are going to be jumping in here to give all of those options of prices, depending on how much you want to pay to get into the next generation of gaming. Phil Spencer has now reiterated the plans for the future of Xbox hardware and also given some pretty good info here and pretty good results as to how Xbox is actually doing better now in Japan, which was a major focus that they had at the beginning of this generation. We have this article here via Twisted Voxel saying next gen Xbox will be a first party console and not an OEM device. The ROG Xbox Ally represents the platform's future. During an interview with Famitsu, Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer shared new insights into the next-gen Xbox console as well as the evolving direction of the platform's future, and he addressed speculation surrounding future Xbox hardware, clarifying that the next-gen Xbox will be a first-party console, saying the ROG Xbox Ally will be released on October 16th, 2025. This is an Asus product. I think the hardware that Microsoft announced as a first-party company will be the next console. And while the official reveal has yet to be decided, he added that the ROG Xbox Ally suggests how the Xbox software platform will evolve, connecting console, PC, and cloud into one ecosystem. So right there, right off of the bat, he says here, the next hardware announced will be Microsoft hardware, first-party Xbox console that they build internally and then sell to customers who are going to want to pick that thing up. We also heard Sarah Bond saying it'll be a premium curated device. So the thing I think looking forward for first-party Xbox console is that this is going to be a beast of a console. It's going to give you a great gaming experience, high-end. You're probably going to have lots of settings in it that you can adjust like a PC, and you're going to get access to everything that you currently get access to now on your ROG Xbox Ally devices. The future of the consoles, as I've been thinking for a while and talked about here on the channel, is that Xbox full screen experience, the Xbox app, is, I think, what we're going to be seeing here when you load up your next console. That's what they're trying to do, is get that same experience across every single device. And that to me brings in more questions. It's also exciting at the same time, exciting for the fact that you're getting Steam on your next Xbox console, the one built from Xbox. You're going to get GOG, you're going to get Epic Games, or you're going to get PlayStation games. You're getting everything accessible via the Xbox console. It's going to be powerful because it's a premium expensive device. So if you're somebody who wants the cutting edge, who wants the best experience, and you still want to have that console like experience where you're sitting back on your couch and not having to tinker with anything else, then you're going to have that as well, which I think is a good thing. And then the other side, though, that is the biggest question of all that they've yet to still fully answer, other than to say they're working on it and they're going to try to implement it in some way, is your current Xbox catalog on your console itself. If we are getting a glimpse into the software with the ROG Xbox Ally, right now you can't play your Xbox console games. You can play the ones that are Xbox Play Anywhere, which I'm thinking they're trying to push more and more for that. So by the time this next console comes out, there's a huge catalog of Xbox Play Anywhere. You can access your console games via the cloud, but there is no other native way to play if the game is not available via the cloud, or if it is not available Xbox Play Anywhere. We've heard rumblings are working on emulation, all of these things. Jez Corden put out some points on his Discord a couple of days ago, or maybe last week or so, although he said this was just purely speculation and him having kind of just a talk about it. He does not know for sure that they are developing and working on something in-house right now that will be announced in the future as to being able to access your console games going forward natively via emulation or something along those lines on the upcoming hardware. I would think, and I would assume here, that they have to be working on something. I don't think they're going to fully leave it only to the cloud to be able to do that, because you already have a glimpse as to how they handle the stuff with the Xbox 360 on the Series X and S. They're using emulation to be able to play those games, the ones that are actually fully backwards compatible. So I have a feeling that's kind of what they're going to push forward here for the next gen console. But to me, that is the biggest question. Aside from that, I'm actually very excited as to the direction that they are taking this thing with the Play Anywhere stuff, which I think is the best feature in gaming at this point. If you're in the ecosystem, you know how good it works. You jump from today, your handheld to your console to your PC to your phone or anything, and the games just work. The saves load up and everything. So they'll be taking all of that, putting it into the console as well. And I think it's going to be a pretty good experience here if you love having your games with you on everything that you do play on. Besides that, the pricing is going to be huge. We'll see where this thing lands. If they can get this thing to maybe 800, that'll be far more digestible than what we're hearing of it being $1,000 or $1,200. But I don't think they're looking to subsidize the hardware like they used to, because they're not competing anymore solely on the hardware basis. They've lost on that front, and they may just try to sell this thing at how much it costs to make it. So if they want to break even when they do sell one of these units, then it could be pushing over $1,000. Another thing that we will wait to see, but we'll see what happens here. 2026 is going to be massive with all of the games coming out. You have to ask yourself, are they preparing this next console to release in 2026 to coincide with just the huge year that we are going to get? New Halo game, new Fable game, new Gears game, new Forza game, and whatever else that we don't know about yet. I think that could be a smart move, but the rumor is now 2027, the launch date for the next console. The other thing that he does highlight here, which this for Xbox was something right from the beginning of this generation they talked about trying to improve upon, was how they're doing in Japan. And he expresses enthusiasm for Japanese partners, highlighting Ninja Gaiden 4, developed by Koei Tecmo and Platinum Games under Xbox Game Studios. And he says, for Xbox fans, the Ninja Gaiden series is truly an important IP. And then he says, he mentions here about Halo Studios. We already got that announcement at the Halo World Championships. And again, reaffirms that the company's a cross-platform strategy with titles like Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, and Doom the Dark Ages finding success on PlayStation, and Tony Hawk's Pro 3+4 launching on the Nintendo Switch 2. He says, if people want to play our games on PlayStation 5 or the Switch 2, will make efforts to lower the barrier to entry. So there you have it. Console again reconfirmed, which reality is will have this question being asked up until the day that people actually have the first party Xbox console in their hands. On top of that, we will more than likely be getting OEMs here, similar to what we have here with the Xbox ROG Ally devices. So if you don't want to spend that premium amount, you'll probably still get good gaming experiences at a cheaper cost, and then kind of hopefully be able to customize what you want in it, or have so many different options there. You get to really have that choice as to the exact experience that you want, depending on your budget and as well the screen you're playing on and all of that stuff. So next gen is going to be very different, but it does sound exciting where they're trying to take this thing. You get Steam in there. That's going to be a huge game changer for a lot of people when they are considering a console. But on the video there, if you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up. If you are new here, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.